I couldn't believe what I was watching the moment this man began to speak. 3 commissioners asked him one simple, direct question. Is it lawful for your officers to leave Ekurhuleni, go to Johannesburg, and carry out arrests without proper authorization? They asked him once, twice, 3 times, and yet he never gave a clear yes. But why were they pressing him so hard on this? Because serious allegations have emerged. Officers linked to Julius Mkhwanazi stand accused of entering a man's home in Johannesburg under the pretense of investigating lithium smuggling, only to walk away with 54 kilograms of precious stones, reportedly worth 45 million rand, allegedly delivered straight to Mkhwanazi. And that's not all. Those same officers are also facing accusations of kidnapping and hijacking. Take a moment to think about that. If you're following this story, make sure to like the video. It helps more people see what's unfolding. Here's what we're going to break down. First, the allegations as presented by IPID investigator Thulani Magagula. Then, we'll look at the moment Mkhwanazi was put under pressure at the Madlanga Commission. Stay with me, this is something you don't want to miss.
But against him, that the stone was taken by this person who you are seen standing next to this car. So he provided me a statement and informed me who was driving this car. So it was on the 15th when he told me that, no, this car doesn't belong to a criminal. It belongs to Julius Mkhwanazi, and the person who was inside the vehicle is Julius Mkhwanazi.
And then if we can go back to the loose pages that we handed in after lunch. You remember we looked at your request to the forensic laboratory we have marked 248.1. Then we have another document at 248.3. You see that? Do you see the document I'm referring to?
2.4?
248.3, at the top there, it's handwritten.
Yes.
What is that document? It's dated the 27th of August, 2025.
Okay. This was the results from forensic laboratory. This is covering minutes, giving me the results accompanying the photo album that they have compiled.
Team deployed to the suspect who were defrauding members of public with fake stones. On the 8th of February, we had a joint operation with Province and JMB. Yes, we always do. We tasked members of track hijacking task team unit, or task team, let me say, to join other teams as per request from Deputy Chief of the province. To attend with them, since it was affecting our area in Johannesburg and those members who were selling fake stones on social media platform publicly, members are being defrauded, or members of public are being defrauded.
Yeah. Before you go to the next paragraph, you just say the 8th of February, do you recall the year? You haven't indicated the year.
Can I skip? I will check the year.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
We'll revert. At line 4, you say, we tasked members of the truck hijacking task team to join the other teams as per the request of Deputy Chief Inspector Gerald Maseko. Who's Gerald Maseko and with which?
He's the late who was working at Province.
He's what?
He was working at Province.
What does that mean? Working at Province where? In the health department?
No.
Where?
Gauteng Traffic Department.
This is Gauteng Traffic Department?
Yes.
And you say he's late?
Yes, he's late, Chair.
Oh,
that's why I jumped the name, because...
Okay. So, you'll come back with the year. Thank you, you may proceed.
When you say to join the other teams, what other teams?
No, it was his team and some members of JMPD. if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly.
Okay? Thank you, Chair.
During the day we visited to check, confirm that they were still busy with the suspect. They were still busy with the suspect interrogating, also reported to the police station. Well, they also reported to the police station. We left them as they were still busy, and I was rushing for another meeting or to another meeting after engagement in our area.
Oh, before
But
you
brief-
get
oh,
into the
yes.
next subparagraph, you say and I think you've done this from your previous subparagraph. You say, we tasked members. You see that at your first subparagraph? And you say, during the day, we visited members. Then, third line of page 6, you say, members confirmed their whereabouts in Johannesburg, where we found them.
Yes.
Now, you consistently refer to the we. Who's we?
As I've said that I was with him.
Oh, by we you mean yourself
Yes.
and
Yes.
Deputy Chief
Yes,
Inspector
yes.
Maseko?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Before you move on, so the we, I thought it was you in the plural, but we here is with Maseko.
Yes.
So when you say we tasked members of the truck hijacking task team, what team is that?
It's the team that was working on that. There's a team that we formed.
Is it an EMPD team? Is it a Gauteng?
No. This one that I tasked, it is EMPD. That was work with the other team.
Okay, so you and Inspector Maseko, you tasked
No,
the
let-
EMPD truck hijacking?
Or let me correct it. We as plural, yeah, I'm saying I.
Okay.
We, no, you're correct.
That
Thank you.
clarifies it. Thank you.
Thank you.
thanks, Commissioner Baloyi. Now you say at page 6, we found them and communicated with Officer Mackenzie, who confirmed that they were still busy. My first question, who's Officer Mackenzie?
He's an EMPD officer working at hijacking task team unit.
So he's one of the people you personally had deployed?
Yes, from EMPD.
Okay. You say you found them. Who's the them?
No, I spoke with him. He said there are some members are inside.
Now, who did you deploy to this?
From EMPD, it was Officer Mackenzie, Officer Kesha. I think it was the two of them.
Keisha Stalls.
Yes.
And Mackenzie would be Eddie and Mackenzie.
Yes, Chair. I think there were two on that day. Yes, in that operation.
And is there, because you sound a bit hesitant, what record could we possibly have regard to determine who exactly you deployed in the operation? What record of EMPD would you say we should turn to?
They also submitted statement to confirm that there were two.
No, I'm asking about the deployment. You deployed them, remember?
Yes, in their books, they will have
So you
information.
write in their books that you are deploying them, or?
No, remember I've said in that time we didn't have OP books and everything, but on daily basis, officer, in fact there was an inspector who's called Officer Schultz, but he decided to retire during that time because of personnel. They were not having an operational commander. Then Officer Stalls took over to become an acting supervisor. She was recording each and every information of the team, all document in detail. Sometimes I will check, hey, can I check your things? I do surprise visit to different teams. Then I will find the book that she recorded all the things, the activities of the day, the activities of a week. You will find it in her book. As I've said that we didn't have OP book, but she was recording each and everything.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, hence my earlier question to you, because the request is made to you. The request is made to you by Gerald Maseko, Chief Inspector, Deputy Chief Inspector, and then you deploy Mackenzie and Stoltz, where do you record A, the request made to you, and B, your decision to deploy these two people? Because we are concerned not about what they recorded, but what you recorded.
Yeah. I deployed them telephonically, Chair. I didn't record anywhere. I
So
phoned.
you don't have a diary or an entry in writing where details of Chief
I
Inspector Maseko, the nature of the operation, how many people are required from your team, who you've decided to deploy. You don't have a written record of that.
I had diaries where I record everything, Chair. By law, I'm supposed to report it on the police radio and say, we are moving out of jurisdiction. But again, it's a challenge because we don't have communication radios too.
I don't want you to give long answers.
Oh,
Where do you record? Is there a piece of paper where you, Julius Mkhwanazi, records that I was in Soweto on this date, it was an operation, and we confiscated stolen goods?
No, I don't have, but I depend on members when they say in their book, they said the chief or the deputy chief or the director arrived at this time, visited us, they record on that.
All right, thank you.
And when they submit their monthly what. Yes, close?
7.2.7
Yes.
says request for assistance shall be in writing. In case of emergency, request may be made orally. However, shall be confirmed by writing within 3 days. You see that?
Yes.
And so all requests from one or other to operate outside their jurisdiction, that's my understanding, is that the request must be in writing. It allows for emergency assistance, but prescribes that such requests may then, in those circumstances, be made orally, but must be confirmed within 3 days in writing. Is that, do you understanding as well?
Yes, we are having such requests.
Yes.
Yes.
But is that how you understand 7.2.7? So basically, the request must be in writing, that requirement.
I think I've answered that, Commissioner, earlier on.
No, we haven't dealt with this particular point of the request having to be in writing.
Yes, it says so.
That the position as was legally permissible prior to the signature of this document. Was it changing anything? 7.2.7.
No, it wasn't changing anything.
Okay.
In fact, it was adding on some of the operation that we're having. They're done in writing, in time.
All right.
Sometimes you sit and plan as a joint operation with other law enforcement stakeholders.
So it wasn't changing, you say. So therefore, even prior to the signature of this particular MOU, it has always been the requirement that assistance be made in writing. And that's what you practiced within EMPD. Am I correct?
You are correct, but you must also read it with what Commissioner Baloyi was saying in page 415.
Yes,
which covers that in some of the operations, members may act, some may give reports, or sometimes it may not be a planned operation, you see. But there are operations, I agree with you, there are planned operations where there's an operational plan, where all law enforcement stakeholders, they sit, execute together in all different, in 2 or 3 or 4 different municipalities with other law enforcement agencies.
For the record, page 415, which Commissioner Baloyi referred you to, doesn't say you may or may not file reports. I think page 415, as I understand it, in fact makes the point that you may not operate outside your jurisdiction unless you have a written agreement with the authority in that next jurisdiction. That's what it tells you. So absent such an agreement, you don't have legal authority.
That was my understanding, but it was corrected.
Okay.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, I thought we were agreed that 415, what I read in page 415, sets the boundaries of what you are allowed to do. It says that the powers in 64F may only be executed within the Ekurhuleni Metro Council unless an appropriate agreement has been signed with a neighboring municipality And what that means, which I've just read, is that absent an agreement
Yes.
with another municipality, you may not operate in the jurisdiction of another municipality. You understand that? You agree with that?
Yes, Chair, you confused me.
Did I or the chair confuse
No, the
you?
Chair confused me.
How now?
Because
You said the way Commissioner Baloyi read it, and then you said whatever it was you said. And I said to you, this is not about how Commissioner Baloyi read it. It is about how it actually reads. That's all I said. What's confusing with it?
yes, Chair, that's what I was saying. I've said that means it has been our limitation.
That
We-
means?
It has been our limitation. We need to correct it and make sure that we stick to what Commissioner
But
Baloyi
that had
said.
nothing to do with what I said. Because as I say, all I said was to correct you when you said, as Commissioner Baloyi reads it. So I just said, it's not about how Commissioner Baloyi reads it.
I get
It's
it,
about the actual content.
Yes, I
And
get it, Chair.
it's about how it actually reads. Am I making sense?
Yes, Chair.
All right. And also another issue I may raise with you, I'm not sure that I understand your cross-referencing to what Commissioner Baloyi read when Ms. Sillo is engaging you on 727. 727 is about requests for assistance, whereas what Commissioner Baloyi read is about where each metro or municipality may exercise its functions, which is that they may only do so within their jurisdiction. That's not about assistance as envisaged in 7.2.7. Do you get the difference?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, Ms.
Thank you,
Silva.
Chair.
Yes.
Thank you, Chair, Commissioners. And if you get the difference, you will leave it at that. The answer you've given stands, or would you like to revisit it?
No. We revisit. When it's a request, you see, it's very clear.
Yes,
Yes, yes,
it must be in writing.
yes.
So now my question was, the clause I read for you comes from a 2025 agreement. Do you understand?
Yes, Chair.
I wanted to understand whether that requirement was, whether your understanding was that there was such a requirement even prior to 2025. Have you always understood that there must be a request in writing?
You are correct.
That's
You're
been your
correct.
understanding?
Yes, you're correct.
And that is how you have conducted operations outside Ikuruleni,
Yes, if there's a request. we
which
are doing
request
that.
would be in writing?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm clarified, thank you.
But that would not always be the case, because on your evidence, if you are chasing a person and they cross into the jurisdiction of another municipality, you can't just let them go. You will chase them and arrest them. I think that's how I understood your evidence.
You are correct, Chair.
Yes.
Yeah, I may talk maybe, for example, when it's crowd management, where they know it's a big joint operation in request. That's what has been happening.
Well, maybe let's use a simpler example. If you're chasing a speeding driver, a driver who was involved in criminal conduct in your municipality, and you chase them and they cross into the JMPD jurisdiction, what do? Do you pursue them into that jurisdiction, or do you stop where your line ends?
We do pursue, Chair.
Yes,
And it's not only limited to that.
yes.
Even when members are working operational, they get information now that we must go to that. They do that.
Yeah. So you do that even where there has not been a request for assistance? I think
Yes.
it's the point that I'm trying to
Yes,
establish.
yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think as well, I'm trying to find it, but I can't immediately. I'll find it for you. My understanding, at least, of the law is the regulations, the SAPS regulations, permit you, by you I mean the Metropolitan Police Department, to to continue with a pursuit that originates in your jurisdiction, even if it goes beyond the borders. You are permitted to pursue that suspect until the suspect is arrested. Is my understanding correct? And that's stipulated in the regulation. I'll give you the specific regulation tomorrow morning. But generally, is that how you understand it?
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Yes,
So
that's why
now-
I even said in terms of information, that's what it's happening again.
Now, that is what I can call hot pursuit. It starts in Germiston, drives out of Ekurhuleni jurisdiction. The law permits the pursuit to continue, even into the next jurisdiction with or without agreement. So it's a specific permission to continue with that pursuit until its objective is met.
Yeah.
I'm saying that to say I agree with you on that.
Yes, but there are also a lot of gray areas, Chair. For
Before we
example-
get to gray areas, can I get to my question?
Okay.
Thank you. So at least the one regarding pursuit, you and I are in agreement. Again, I go back to the question that Commissioner Khumalo, I think, posed. If you get information while you are in your office in Germiston that a suspect who you believe committed a crime in Ekurhuleni is in Soweto, or there's a suspect in Soweto who committed a crime, let's say, in Sandton. So you have in your docket, Mr. Magagula, from page 344, a series of photographs. Annexure TLM3 at page 344.
Yes.
You have a series of photographs. And there are, I think on my count, 3 photographs from 344. So it will be 344, 345, and 346. That is the first photograph. I would like us to move to the second and the last photograph. On these photographs, you say the only people identified are the EMPD officers. You say that at paragraph 61. Do you confirm?
Yes.
From these photographs that are in the docket, are you able to say where those photographs were taken? Is it at the complainant's residence where the crime took place?
Yeah, it
Or
was.
the seizure of the semi-precious stones took place? Is that the complainant's residence?
Yeah, this is the complainant resident.
There are 3 photos. Are you able to identify any of the people appearing in these 3 photographs?
Yes.
Please do. Let's go back to the first one at 344.
The one with a red T-shirt is the victim.
Yes.
The one with a brown shirt with a gun in his waist is facing the other direction. Is Etienne van der Walt.
Yes. And for the record, Etienne van der Walt is not an EMPD member.
Etienne van der Walt is not an EMPD member, is not a police officer.
Okay.
It is when we say there was someone who was impersonating a police officer, it is Etienne van der Walt.
Okay.
And Etienne van der Walt, we also found him in Pat Fontaine case. We also found Etienne van der Walt in the Brakpan murder case.
Yes. Then the other 2 people.
The lady seated down is Keisha Lee Stolz.
Yes.
The man standing there is Adrian Norman Mackenzie.
We'll just quickly go to 345 and see if there's still the same people you identified, except for the victim.
Yes.
And the last photograph at 346 it would appear like the victim is at the bottom left corner of the photograph, and the three other people, Van der Walt, Stolz, and Mackenzie, still around the table. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. You then say you obtained evidence of CCTV footage. You say so at paragraph 61?
Yes.
Can you inform the commissioners what you did with that footage?
I obtained the CCTV footage and I sent the footage to a forensic science laboratory in Pretoria to compile a photo album.
Before you proceed, commissioners, I note the report that referral and other documents are missing from.
And there you have it. Serious questions, serious allegations, and still so many answers remain unclear. As more details continue to come out, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. If you found this breakdown informative, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates as this situation develops. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think justice will be served, or is there more happening behind the scenes? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.